Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our blind... Well, no, it's not. It's a non-blind playthrough of Dungeon Siege 3. I just say blind all the time, so... You know. Okay, so we've been in here. I believe we've fully explored the chapter house. We went to all the different places. And now we go back up this way. So I bit the inside of my cheek, so if I stumble over my words a little bit more than normal, that's why. And then, let me just... There we go. There's the stance, there's block, and you can see dudes up there in the corner, so... And then that's, that. Yeah. Punch! Punch them! Nice little uppercut there. And the electricity is pretty good, too. So, I believe, if I'm remembering right, that... You know what, let's... That was not the right thing. Let's select. That the more you use these things, the more their mastery bar fills. And then I believe that you can use those little spheres once the mastery bar is full. And then the right... Is that right trigger? That, that selects whether you use mastery or not. So I believe... And this wasn't here before either. Let's go this way then. This is where our current quest is. It's kind of nice, but, you know, actually I suppose we could just go to this other... in this other direction to get more experience and stuff. Why not? I just don't remember. Oh, hey, buddy.
You're with the Legion. Maybe my luck isn't as wretched as I thought.
Okay, well, let's ask, can I help you?
Is there some service you need from the Legion?
If the Legion is still in the business of helping folk who have been robbed blind, then yes. I was trying to haul some goods south to Stonebridge, but the whole valley's crawling with Lascanzi mercenaries. A whole pack of them set on me up the road and stole my wagon.
I have a score of my own to settle with these mercenaries. I'll get your wagon back.
You may have just saved me from debtor's prison, friend. Don't think I won't repay this kindness. Get my merchandise back, and I'll reward you. And of course, you'll get a discount on anything you might want to buy.
Don't worry, little lady. I'll fix your wagon. That's... Oh, spiders! And... Alright, well, that works. And a little health things are good as well. More vengeful pants. They are vengeful. And more dudes. That works. But you do have to... That was weird. Like, a little bug there, maybe? Just a little bug that caused him to fly back in the wrong direction. But that's quite alright. Also, the sound is a little bit echoey, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Maybe that's just on my headphones. Small silver bar, we'll take it. And I believe the glowing thing under our name is our... I believe that's experience. Okay. Let's go. Ouch. Was that guy invisible? Why? I don't have a problem with them flying around like that, but, you know. And so there we picked up a Swift Carbine, which we can't use, but is usable by a different party that we haven't found yet. Or a different party member, I should say. Okay, so we'll get there in a minute. Grab that little quest. And I just bit my tongue again. That's awesome. It wasn't, you know, too bad, thankfully. Find the wagon. New objective, defeat the thieves. I will. Just keep shooting you with my... Kind of like that lightning thing.
Huh. That'll teach those thugs to harass innocent merchants on the road. You have my thanks. And I suppose I can offer you this as well. If you're looking to buy, just step on up to the wagon and have a look. I'll give you a good price.
I'd buy that for a good price. Or something. Okay, there's the wagon. Got some XP for our quest. Punch everything. Punch everything. Equip. Alright. Locus. A little bit more agility, less attack, or... I'm fine with what we've got, I think. But the pants on the other hand. Minus some agility, but stamina, armor, and retribution. And then stamina, will, and armor. I guess it depends on what you want. They both have the same amount of stamina and armor, and it's just will and retribution. We'll go with Vengeful. I think retribution just reflects some damage. Shoes of Resolve, will up, but armor down. That's fine. That's fine. Let's check the help topics real fast. Statistics. Retribution. Retribution grants your hero a high chance to deal damage to enemies that attack them. The amount of damage dealt is equal to your character's total retribution score. Retribution will take effect even against blocked attacks. That's cool. And then here, buy. The grid below contains the items the store is selling. When you highlight an item in that grid, the panel on the right will show you a comparison of that item and your current item in that slot. That makes sense. And let's see. Most vendors have one, maybe this one doesn't, but most vendors will have a gold item. So like a rare or a unique, right? So let's go to sell. This is the sell screen. You can sell your items to the shopkeeper here. If you accidentally sell something you didn't want to, don't worry, you can switch to buyback mode, where you can buy back items that you've recently sold to stores. Be careful, you can only buy back the last 32 items you've sold. We will be careful. So, reinforced hauberk. There's no portrait under that, so like where our face is right here. So this is for a party member we haven't gotten yet. So we'll sell basically everything that we don't need. And then we'll continue going this way. Now, eventually we'll hit a point this way where we can't go any farther. And that's okay. Vengeful hauberk. Now one of the reasons I did want to come this way is, oh hey, there's fish. That's cool. Is that enemies respawn, I believe. And in addition to enemies respawning, I believe the loot respawns as well. Critical! Don't run. Candelabra. Yeah, so I believe the like chests and enemies respawn, which is always handy. What I mean when they say they respawn is they don't... They respawn after, like, say I were to go to Raven's Rill and finish the quest there. Oh, no, uh-oh. Okay, don't, let's see. Okay, I just equipped my... Or used... Oh no, and that used my special... Oh, that used my power sphere, or whatever it was. Right, and that fills by beating enemies and doing all that other stuff. And using abilities. And all that, so we'll, you know, want to make sure we... Want to make sure we're healthy. Right. So it looks like a save point. And we're just going to run around here, make sure there is nothing we can... See, there's a chest right here, for example. We'll take that. And that might be the only thing. I don't think so. We'll be coming here later anyway. But these chests may not respawn or refill, but I'm hoping they do. And yeah, we'll save. We'll just save right there. Always best to have a rotating save slot, just in case. It's never a good idea to save over stuff, especially when, like a lot of older games liked to screw you over. And so if you had, yeah, especially like Sierra games and stuff like that, that's, you know... Alright, time to go. Alright, activated a little health thing there. I'm probably not supposed to come this way yet. But also my dude is... Well, he's a mage character. So, Boris, well... Bam! Alright, we'll just do this. And we'll just preemptively activate our healing thing. I don't really want to go toe-to-toe with him, but I will, if that's what he requires. Obviously, this guy's a boss. He's got a bar. And he's hard, also. There you go. Plot item gained. Lescanzi stash. Heroic headband. So that's a quest item, but we don't have the quest just yet. We will. We will, but not yet. Alright, Boris, take a detachment of soldiers south and destroy the bridge that leads into the swamp. Our employer believes a few legionnaires may have survived our attack on the Mount Baron estate, and she wants to be sure they do not escape the valley. Laura gained Boris's orders. And there's the broken bridge. So we can't go that way yet. For obvious reasons. Now, let's check out our equipment, because we did get some new stuff. Got a heroic headband. Stamina and armor is down, block is up, and momentum is up. And that's basically it. I don't remember what momentum is. Let's find out. Statistics. Momentum. This is great, actually. This is really good that it gives you all the help topics at the beginning. So you can just be like, wait, here's a new piece of equipment. What does this do? Right? So momentum grants your hero additional focus when attacking enemies. The amount of focus gained per point of momentum is dependent on your level. As you become more powerful, your attacks require more momentum to generate the same amount of focus. So it's kind of like agility or anything like that. Is that those kind of those base statistics, they become less valuable as... Oh, see, and these guys weren't here before. Cast it quickly. Grab the coins. Can never have too much money, I find. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of neat that we went that way and the bridge is broken, so we're going back, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, there's guys that are looking for you, and they're there, you know? Let's talk to him.
If you're looking to buy, just step on up to the wagon and have a look. I'll give you a good price.
I'd buy that for a high price. I'm misquoting the dude, I'm certain, but, what are you buying? What are you selling? That's the creepy merchant dude from Resident Evil 4, I believe. Shabams! Alright. And see, this is pretty good. I mean, just, you know, a little bit of extra experience, a little bit of extra loot and gold and such. Pretty handy. Pretty handy. We are getting pretty close to another level, which I think would be good. I mean, always, you know, it's always good. You know, of course, right? Always want more experience. Wait, could I break those barrels? Nope, those were rocks. And I couldn't break the rocks either. That's fine. We'll save. Here comes more dudes. Shoot. Shoot. Mine's more powerful. But I do like how they have a... You know, they have, like, muskets and rifles and stuff. Like, to me, that's pretty handy. Or not handy as much as... It does feel very Civil War, right? Which is kind of... It's not really the setting for the game. But they did have a Civil War. Wait, you're not... Oh, you must be outside the reach. There we go. Die. But yeah, so the Civil War, I mean, they have had one, and it's... Their stuff is kind of reminiscent of our own. But, you know, it's not exact. Alright, and I didn't hit anything. Once the combat ended, the level that we gained took effect. Right, so we have a few abilities or proficiencies that we can spend. This is pretty handy. I seem to be using this more than the clockwork trap simply because enemies that get close to me, it's more, there's ranged and then there's melee, you know, rather than, you know, the clockwork trap and then far away stuff. So, okay. Let's put in Lightning Strike. Do a 10% chance per rank to bounce to an additional target. Like this, a quarter or 0.4 of a second per rank. If you put all 5 into this, enemies will get stunned for 2 seconds, which is quite a lot. But I'd honestly like a combination of these. So I guess if I put 2 points in this, it's almost a second. And then the other 3 in here would be, you know, 30% chance to bounce. So we'll start with this. Oh, yeah, okay. Just went back to the menu. Now it's asking me to confirm. Alright, purchase talents. Right. Will is increased by 4% per rank. Enemies hit by lightning strike, mirror leap, or electrocute suffer charge status, taking 3% additional damage per rank. So these just buff your, you know, skills. Money. Alright, I don't remember if this is the next tier or this is, but let's just take a look at these, right? Ruin and Restoration. Drained enemies per rank have 2% chance per second to lose some hit points that are transferred to Reinhardt in the form of healing. Okay. Shock and Awe. Reinhardt's charge status effect has a 2% chance per rank to also inflict a short stun. So it's based off of this. Adept Spellcasting. Focus cost of all of Reinhardt's abilities are reduced by 4% per rank. So that's pretty handy. Quick Thinking. Reinhardt's agility contributes to his ability DPS by 10% per rank. That seems pretty good. Each time Reinhardt inflicts a critical hit, he recovers 2% per rank of his total power. Which are those balls that let us heal, and I believe they also use Mastery. So the healing itself is only the power balls or whatever. Timely Escape. Each time Reinhardt dodges, he inflicts a modest slowing effect on enemies close to where he started the dodge. Yeah. So I will probably put this in there because they automatically get charged, and then it's just how much extra damage they take. So we'll do this. Boom. Unfortunately, I don't have a huge amount of... Like, I don't have a plan, really. Wait, is this the right way? This appears to be the corpse of a Lescanzi mercenary. His body has been stripped of flesh, and his bones have been gnawed by sharp, thin teeth. Tracks around the body lead into the water. Well, kind of reminds me of that song by Death Clock. Go into the water, live there, die there. Now, I don't see the charge status, maybe because they are dead. But it does look like they're taking more damage, although that might be based on my level also. Blouse of Vitality, which is not mine. That's probably Katarina. Probably Katarina. I don't quite know why the voice tracks seem to echo, but they were doing that last time too, and my headphones are plugged in all the way, so I don't know what's going on, but small silver bar, we'll take it. Oh, clever. Hidden. And I always need the sacred shoes. Always. Let's just Oh, hey, I can just right and left instead of, you know, the buttons on the top, the right button, left button. Let's see, down with will, but up with stamina, armor, and warding. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Can I go up? No. Warding. Warding grants your hero a low chance to stun enemies that attack them. The chance of the stun is increased with additional points of warding. However, as you gain levels and fight more difficult enemies, you will need a greater warding score to have the same chance of stunning enemies. Note that warding will take effect even against blocked attacks. So it's like agility and... was it momentum? Yeah. Oh, what was Doom? Doom statistic grants you additional damage when you critically hit. The amount of damage is increased with slower attacks. There you go. Also... they have the Reinhardt things in here, right? Dynamic provides quick, close combat electricity attacks that are well suited for single targets. Right, that's our electrical ball. Entropy can destroy multiple foes from far away, but it provides a little help against nearby threats. Okay, so we'll... and we can always respec in the DLC. I don't remember what it requires, but we can do it. Welcome to Raven's Rill.
You're a Legionnaire, aren't you? Bad idea coming
Okay.
here.
Why would you say that? Is there trouble in the village?
The Rill is an occupied town. Not sure how you got this far with all the Lascanzi about.
So my choices are, you're not Lascanzi or I killed some. I'm going to say I killed some. Oh, that's a little awkward.
I dealt with some mercenaries. They were a nuisance, nothing more.
Won't matter. The Lascanzi have the village surrounded, and they've fortified the upper town. It's a lost cause.
Well then.
Do you know where I can find Lazar Basili?
No, I haven't seen him. Not since the mercenaries got here. Some of the folk in town may know more, but I doubt they'll tell you.
Why not?
And why is that?
They're scared. The Lascanzi have already killed one of our constables, and now they're asking a lot of questions about Legionnaires. Everyone knows the Legion is finished. It would be foolish to help you.
For now, yes.
Are you going to let me pass, or not?
I've no orders to stop you. Open the gates!
How did he know I was a Legionnaire? I guess because I'm white. And, you know, I say that, but it's kind of true. I mean, well, sort of. So you can...
Is it true? The old estate was burned to the ground?
Yes, it's true. You can talk to some of the villagers, not all. What does he say?
Is it true? The old estate was burned to the
All
ground?
right, well, let's save. Now, the village itself has some hidden secrets, too. I think I know there's a treasure chest around here somewhere. Characters with an exclamation point above their heads have a quest available. Which is... excuse me, pretty normal.
Please, I just want to be left alone. Can't a widow grieve in peace?
So this is like the Dragon Age Origins style, where you have an old lady with like a super hot young lady body. Although even as an old lady, her face is not bad looking either. Better than, I mean, there's a few games that everyone just looks kind of bad. What happened?
How did your husband die?
The mercenary filth marched in and took over the Rill. My husband Vaclav was a constable here in town. Vaclav spoke out against the invaders, and one of the bastards ran him through without a second thought. Murdered him in cold blood. A curse on all Lascanzi.
I can help. I will always help, because it's, you know, why would you turn down a quest? Also, Vaclav sounds like some kind of, you know, Eastern European bread pudding or something, doesn't it? Like, it sounds like a dessert. Some kind of foreign dessert.
This murderer needs to be brought to justice. Who was it?
I heard the others cheer his name. Boris, as he... I beg you, Legionnaire, avenge this wrong. Avenge my husband.
He was pretty tough, actually, but tough for our level.
I met Boris in the forest. He won't assault anyone again. Ever.
The peace I sought was not for me. With his death avenged, Vaclav's soul will find its way to the river. There exists a debt between us now, Legionnaire. One of blood and kin. What can an old woman do to repay such a debt?
So, I believe there is a perk or something, a deed or whatever, where you refuse the reward. Like, I think if you do either of these, but you do it 3 times in a row, or 4 times or whatever it is for all the people in town that have quests, there's some kind of deed, which gives you, you know, it's some kind of, it's like a permanent stat bonus, but it's kind of small. It'll be like, oh, you know, +5 to will, or something like that. But even if you get the reward, I believe it's not super great anyway, so I'm going to do no reward is needed.
Killing a man is not worthy of reward, even a cur such as Boris. Keep your belongings, Ludmila.
Such nobility in these troubled times? I'll not argue with your choosing, but know this. Ludmila will always consider you as kin.
Thank you, because I'm going to screw the general populace in favor of the Legion later. It's... one of the interesting things about this game is they do give you choices, and those choices are not always cut and dry. You know, there's always some gray to both choices. You know, it's like, do you do this for the Legion, or, you know, and harm your reputation in the long term, but the Legion itself is stronger, or do you do it for the people and the people are stronger, but the Legion is weaker in the future? You know, so it's kind of this weird thing, and, well, we'll see more later, but no one is entirely innocent. Not the Legion, not the people, you know, but in the end, the Legion are the saviors of this game, right? So they save the day at the end, and so then it's, you know, is that strength that they used good? You know what I mean? Like, is it good that they should have that? I don't know. It's not like, yeah, we're the good guys. Of course. It's always like, well, we're the good guys, but, you know, do we, you know, it's like taxes, right? Taxes take money out of our paychecks, but ultimately, well, they're supposed to be used for the good of society, right? So taxes are both good and bad. You know, that's kind of how the choices in this are. They're both good and bad. So anyway.
I need to know where I can find Lazar Basili.
Ah, Lazar. Haven't seen him since the Lascanzi arrived. He may be dead, but Grigori would know for certain. Those two are thick as thieves.
I must go.
Farewell.
Objective complete. Kill Boris. He's been killed. Objective completed. Return to Ludmila. Ludmila. XP awarded. 342. I'll take it. Quest complete. Widow's Revenge. Let's talk.
I heard Lascanzi witches use human bones for some of their black magic.
Objective complete. Help the villager. Ooh, that was a weird camera change. New objective. Talk to Grigori. And another chest. Just kind of tucked away back here. Right on. Yeah, so one of my one of my history teachers a while back, he used to have a saying that his tongue got in front of his eye tooth, so he couldn't see what he was saying.
Perhaps the Legion isn't finished after all.
That's right, baby. Hail to the king. But it's an adorable little saying. Like, it's such a dad thing to say that, oh, my tongue got in front of my eye tooth, so I couldn't see what I was saying. Like, that's, you know.
I should have moved to Stonebridge when I had the chance.
I'm taking it. I'm taking the saying, because it's such a dad thing to say.
I'm sorry to hear about the attack on the Mont Baron estate. My father spoke highly of the family.
Yep. Mont Barons are cool. They're cool AF. That's what the kids say now, right? AF.
I seen the woman in charge of the Lascanzi up close. Her eyes blaze like a forge at midnight, I tell you.
That's not a figure of speech. Because the Lascanzi women are generally hot. Like, I think we saw some lore about them where they generally they look for men that will... Wait, is there the lore in here? They're always trying to find men that will contribute to the bloodline. You know, they have lots of wealth. They have oh, and here's the lore. Wanderers, maybe. Yeah, their women are known to seduce the most attractive and intelligent foreign men, hoping to enrich the bloodline of their people. Right, so they're... Yeah. So the women are all hot, basically.
You're in danger. I can help you, but we must be discreet.
Hey.
Pretend that you know me. We're old friends, yes? Or even lovers, perhaps.
Can I choose option 2? But I'll say what danger first.
Danger? The town seems quiet.
This town is a trap. An army of Lascanzi mercenaries is hiding in the upper Rill, behind the walls. More of them are in the forest, outside of town. They wait for you, and for your friends. The woman who hired them, she's not taking any chances.
So I believe go on ends the dialogue, or gets out of the questions about danger. So let's ask as many as we can before it forces us.
So the mercenaries were hired by a woman. Do you know who she is?
I won't speak her name, not when she's so close. You might think me foolish, but better foolish and safe than brazen and dead.
So the facial animations are not... They're okay. They're... You know, the mouth movements are decent, and it appears like they actually have a tongue and stuff, like the inside of the mouth is rendered, which is nice. It's nice that it's not a black void. And that looks decent, but above the nose, there's no animation there. Like, the eyebrows don't seem to move. The eyes blink, and the eyes kind of move around a bit, but they're staring off into space. So, it's okay. I mean, it still doesn't compare to, like, the Silent Hill series or, you know, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, but it's decent. Especially when, like, they're using in-game graphics, I might add. Like, these are the same character models that are running around, I think.
You say this town is a trap. What's your role in it?
I am the bait. I was told to watch for Legionnaires and to warn the others if I found you. They would come running from all directions, and you would be caught or killed. But my sister and I have other plans, so the trap won't be sprung. Bad luck for my employer, yes?
You're a Lascanzi. You'd betray your own people?
I decide who my people are and who they are not. My loyalty does not come at a price.
Interesting. Also, Katarina. She was one of the people we could select at the beginning. And as you may have guessed, she's going to be one of our party members.
I'm listening. Tell me the rest.
Follow the western road out of town. My sister is waiting for you in a cave there. Her name is Leona. You would do well to speak to her.
You said I'd do well to speak with her. Why?
You are looking for your comrades, yes? Men and women of Legion blood. If any of them survived the attack, they are prisoners now. My sister will know where to find them.
I'll need better directions to this cave.
Follow the western road and look for a trail heading north into the woods. It will lead you to the cave.
So an interesting thing about this game as well is there's all these options that you can choose. In a multiplayer game, each character can select an option, and then based on the group decides what questions to ask. There's also, unfortunately, this game has a lot of multiplayer achievements, but there's achievements based on agreeing and disagreeing. So, you know, all the Western Road, I think that's where we came from.
Very well. I'll find your sister and see what she has to say.
We shouldn't be seen together. I'll take a different path and meet you later, if I can.
Right. So, she's not going to join us just yet. Nope, the wrong one. Quests. Unanswered questions, Grigori, and then Stormsong Cavern. So let's see where this wants us to go. I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, hang on. That way's north. Oh no, so we're going the right way. And then...
I'm sorry to hear about the attack on the Mont Baron estate. My father spoke highly of the family.
I've been this way already, right?
I heard that everyone in the Legion was killed, yet here you stand. Perhaps you can help me. When the Lascanzi took the town, one of their leaders stole something of great importance. I'd like the Legion to get it
So
back.
here's another thing I don't get. I walk into this town and a random stranger's like, oh hey, you're with the Legion. But apparently my character taught... He was a professor in Stonebridge for however many years. And people were like, Legion? Where's the Legion? They had to send spies in to look for me. I mean, whatever, you know. Maybe it's because I'm so weird looking.
What did the Lascanzi take from you?
A small golden statue of Azurnai. It's been in my family for generations. It's the most valuable thing I own. Or owned, as it were. A Lascanzi sergeant burst into my home and just took my statue from its shrine. Then he threatened to kill my wife if I said so much as a word.
I'll find your property if I can. Do you know the name of the thief?
They called him Ottokar, I think. He camps with the rest of the mercenary scum in the forest to the west.
Okay. New objective, defeat Ottokar.
I seen the woman in charge of the Lascanzi up close. Her eyes blaze like a forge at midnight, I tell you.
Many shubs and zools knew what it was to roast in the depths of the slore that day, I can tell you. Hey, it's Grigori. We'll talk to you in a second, my man. Very soon now. Oh, there we go. Treasure chests. With gold pieces.
News of your deed spread quickly throughout the town. Perhaps the Legion is not as feeble as the Lascanzi would have us
That's
believe.
right.
I know you've been asking about Lazar. Turns out he had some correspondence with a rather elusive legionnaire, someone called Odo. That did not sit well with the woman who hired the Lascanzi. She locked poor Lazar in one of the holding cells beneath the town hall.
The town hall? And where is that?
It is in the upper part of town, but you'll not be able to reach it. The Lascanzi have fortified the upper town, and they are letting no one inside.
How do you know about this alleged correspondence with the Legion?
I wrote most of the letters myself. I have been Lazar's clerk for almost 20 years now.
The Legion doesn't abandon its allies. Lazar will have his freedom.
If you truly mean to save Lazar, I am at your service. What would you have me do?
I don't know if... I think I've selected this once. And I think it's like, I mean, I'll do it if you want, but I'll probably die. And then I think you're just like, no. So we'll just say carry a message to Odo.
Carry a message to Odo in the old Legion chapter house. Tell him what's happened to Lazar.
If it will aid my friend, I shall do as you ask. You'd best be off before any Lascanzi brigands spot us conspiring against them.
That's correct.
Kill a few of the Lascanzi dogs.
No problem.
These Lascanzi brutes have been eyeing my daughter. I don't like it.
I wouldn't either.
Good day to you, friend. Come to peruse Petru's fabulous shop of wonderment and mystery? You shan't regret it, I vow.
What exactly are you selling here?
Magic, of course, sir. The finest sorceries a fellow can buy, distilled into talismans, amulets, and gewgaws of all description. Admittedly, my stock is a bit low, just at the moment, but what I have is of the finest quality.
How are you able to do business here with Lascanzi controlling the town?
How am I? Why, by selling to the Lascanzi, of course. They're the best customers I've had in ages. Normally, I earn my coin selling in bulk to Florin the merchant, but these mercenaries are quite content to buy directly from my shop.
Very practical, or you'd betray the town. I'm gonna go with you'd betray the town. I don't know if this actually does anything, but, you know.
Don't you consider selling to these mercenaries a betrayal of your own people?
A betrayal? No, I don't consider it a betrayal. Well, maybe a half of one. My mother was Lascanzi, you see, and my father was a Rill man. And since I'm willing to sell to you, or to any of the townsfolk who want to fight back, I think of it more as honoring both my parents.
Besides, if he didn't sell, they'd probably kill him and take all his stuff anyway, so, you know.
Let me see your wares.
Of course, sir, of course. Step right up and have a look at the stall.
Alright, so, right, here we go. Lascanzi Luck Fetish, Warding and Stagger. It's got, like, red around it. And it's a gold, you know, it's a gold thing. I don't have the money, though. I only have 1903, and it's 3,300 and change. And I'm just gonna kind of look fast real quickly. And each of these rows is basically one character. So you're always bound. You are always going to have something. Let's see. Oh, these the colors? Oh, I see. The little gem in the lower right corner of each thing. It's like that's gold, which is unique. All of these are green. This one's blue. I think blue is better than green. I don't remember. And then there's clear or white. Sell that. Now here in a minute we will get another what's the word I'm looking for? We will get another partner or another character, but Jakob.
Have a care with all that boot stomping. You'll scare the fish.
If the fish aren't biting here, why not find another spot?
I don't need to find another spot. I know the best fishing hole in the valley. Problem is, I just can't fish there no more. Something nasty took up residence in my favorite pond. Last time I tried to drop a line there, it nearly killed me.
What do you mean? Some kind of creature?
Not sure what it is. Some sort of devilfish. Size of a man, at least, and that's no fisherman's lie. That thing's meaner than a fat woman in a bread line. I'd stay clear of it if I were
That's pretty mean. But remember that body that we found that had the teeth marks and stuff on it? That's the spot.
I'm a Legionnaire. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not sure why you'd want to tangle with that thing, but if you can put it down, I'd be happy as a fly in the outhouse. Of course, I need proof it was dead. One of its teeth should do the trick.
Where can I find this creature?
Head east out of town and look for a pond to the south. That's where you'll find the beast. Here, take some of my secret bait with you. When you find the pond, toss it in the water. The smell seemed to draw it out last time.
Alright. We got Jakob's secret bait. New objective, go fishing.
The wives of the Rill tell tales of an albino spider to scare ornery children.
Yep. Ornery children, huh? Alright, so we will switch our quest to Ottakar, West Forest, so we'll go there anyway. We're going to the fishing hole, which is back this way. We'll do that real fast, assuming we survive, and then we'll stop. Now, you also might have noticed that the little trail of golden balls or whatever, that ran out. It happens. It only goes for a limited amount, and then it stops, which is fine. Alright, let's save over the oldest one. Pilgrim's Road, yes. Alright, well, we'll ignore that. And it should be... You know what? No, let's just stop here. That'll be fine. The quest is close enough. And I want to make sure, you know, package didn't get left outside or something like that. I have no idea. Alright guys, well that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Any questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, and different, let me know. Let me know. I'm definitely interested in hearing your guys' thoughts. What is your guys' unique positive moment? For me, it's actually, I was able to see a buddy of mine like yesterday, and I haven't seen him in like a year and a half, so it was really good to catch up. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.